Hey everyone, it's Emily. Today's video is going to be me talking about the best drugstore mascaras in my opinion. Those are my favorite ones. I've been testing so many mascaras in the last couple of years. I will be actually linking down below my playlist of me like testing a bajillion mascaras if you want to see more in action. A bunch of them are drugstore, a few of them are high-end, but today we're focusing on my top 5, which end up being top 6 drugstore mascaras. Those are my ride and die mascaras, the ones that I've been repurchasing for so long, except one that is pretty recent, but it just deserved to be mentioned. I have this love for drugstore mascaras. I feel like they're really, really good. You don't have to spend that much money to find the perfect mascaras, so let me share with you my favorite ones. Actually, let's start with the one I have repurchased the most, and it has to be the Covergirl Lashblast mascara. I've probably gone through at least 22 of this, and that's with me trying a bunch of other ones, so I couldn't necessarily repurchase that one. So it gives you an idea. I've used this for so many years. It's definitely a ride or die mascara for me, and it's also very, very beginner friendly. Whenever someone is asking me, you know what, I go to drugstore, I'm super overwhelmed, there's so many mascaras, so many pictures of photoshopped false lashes on every pictures, which one should I get? It's usually the one I end up recommending because it's so foolproof. It has a pretty big brush with short plastic bristle. It doesn't hurt my eyes whatsoever, but it just gives me enough power that I can push on my lashes to give it a little bit of a curl. It's separating, gives me some volume, some length. It's not too clumpy, and it just gives me that nice fluttery lash look. It's actually pretty natural, although you can also build it up to something a little bit more dramatic if you want. In my opinion, it's a very basic mascara, but in a really good way. I feel like when we hear basic, we think, oh, you know, average. No. It's something that you just really need. It's great on its own. I'm going to be showing you the close-up so you can see it in action. It looks amazing on my lashes, but my favorite way of using this is actually as a second mascara. So whenever I use something else that might be a little bit more lengthening or give me maybe a little bit too much product on the lashes, I go back with this one and it just makes everything look perfect. It just separates everything, gives me a bit more curl, and it's just awesome. So that's probably why I've went through so many. So once again, if you're looking for a really easy to use mascara, it's definitely one of the ones I recommend. I know nowadays there's so many like brushes that come with like weird shapes that you have to learn a technique to use. You won't have to learn anything with this. It's very easy to use. You know what? Let's continue with my other beginner-friendly mascara, another one that I've repurchased a lot. And it has to be, again, from Covergirl. This is the Clump Crusher mascara, and Covergirl just does mascara that just, they get me, you know? They just give me everything I want. And this one is called Clump Crusher because it just can't clump. You can apply 50 layers and it's still gonna look amazing. So if you're someone, you hate the look of clumpy lashes, you don't want that spidery look, definitely would recommend this one because it looks very separating. It gives the illusion that you have way more lashes than you do, which I mean, who doesn't want that look? The brush is also a fairly big brush with short plastic bristle, but this one has a little bit of a curve to it, so I feel like it gives you that extra help to curl your lashes. It gives you some length, but overall it's just that natural looking lash. It's also very, very good as a second mascara if you want to make sure your lashes don't look clumpy, but it's also very good on its own. Can't rave about this one enough. Next is a mascara that I had heard a lot of people mention, but you know, sometimes you never know if it's actually worth the hype, but so worth the hype. Need to give some love to LOreal Telescopic mascara. This is amazing. You might have noticed I seem to like some plastic one and some pretty big ones, and this one is absolutely tiny. When I saw it the first time, I was like, yeah, there's no way this is gonna give me anything that I want. Plus, as you can see, it actually bends a little, and I haven't been super lucky with bendy wands. I feel like as soon as I touch my lashes, they bend and they don't do anything. Hasn't been an issue with this one whatsoever. And it has to be the most lengthening mascara in all of the ones I've tried and the ones that I will be mentioning today. You will see in the close-up, so much length. It can be clumpy at the beginning. Currently, the one that I have is pretty freshly opened, so I feel like it's even more clumpy than it will be in a few weeks. But I really wanted to include a close-up, so this is a tube that I have right now. I don't think it looks bad in any way, shape, or form, but I just wanted to mention that it will get better and better. But you can see that it gives me some volume and definitely gives me more curl than I expected from it, considering the brush, it's like so small, but I really, really like it. So it's great on its own, and it's also really good as a first mascara. Clearly, I really like to mix my mascaras. The next mascara I lost. I swear I lose everything, but I did a full video reviewing a bunch of Essence mascara, which once again, I will be linking so you can go and watch which one's the best one. And this one was my number 2 when I did a video, but it now became my number 1, and I placed it somewhere once I was done with it to save it and not lose it, aka I completely lost it, so.
And it is the Essence, the False Lash Mascara Dramatic Volume Unlimited.
I will be including the close-up from that video, but you can see the wand is, again, kind of not something I'm usually into. It's a pretty natural bristle brush, it's pretty small, but it really, really surprised me. So much volume. I think it might be the one in this video that gave me the most volume. It is a little bit on the clumpy side. Personally, I like that look, and you can always, once again, use it as a first mascara. Let's go back with something a little bit more separating if you want more of that look, but I love it. First off, the packaging, adorable. It looks like a comic book. I mean, I want all my mascaras to look this cute. Once again, I was actually surprised that this shape of brush gave me a really nice curl. I feel like usually plastic one tend to do more of that for me, but this one worked really well. You can see that it gave me some length, some volume, that fluttery, soft flash look. And I did mention it's a bit clumpy, but a good clumpy. It's not like you have like 3 big lashes. It's definitely like, oh, 2 or 3 lashes are together. It looks extra thick type of look. But overall, it just gave me some really great definition, and my lashes really, really stand out whenever I wear it. It's super easy to overdo though when it's freshly opened, but again, it gets better as it dries down a little bit more. It's the only one in here that does flake a little bit. It doesn't smudges or anything, but it's just a few flakes because there's so much product on the lashes. Personally, I don't think it's to the point that it bothers me, but I just wanted to throw it out there. Last but not least, I wanted to mention one, but technically 2 mascaras, once again from Covergirl. Their mascaras just work for me. I wanted to mention the Supersizer and the Supersizer Fibers. I just wanted to show you 2 close-ups so you can decide which one you might prefer. Personally, I don't think there's a huge difference on me whenever I use them. I like them both. The brush does take a little while to get used to. If you first see it, you're gonna be like, what is this? It has 4 different sides. There's 2 sides that are pretty flat with like maybe like a few bristles that are really, really short. And then the other 2 sides have longer bristles, but they start short and they become longer and longer. And it's really great to actually separate. So I start with the flat side, apply a bunch of product on the lashes, and then turn them around and separate them with the other sides. And you can see in the close-up for yourself. I do think it gives me a lot of volume, separate my lashes really well, give me some curl, some length. Once again, they are pretty clumpy at first because the formula is pretty wet, but it gets better as time goes on and it dries out a little bit more. So as you can see in both close-up, they give me both a similar look that I enjoy. So that's kind of why I tend to just group them together and just letting you know, give them a shot. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my top 5-ish drugstore mascaras. Please let me know in the comment section your favorite ones if you have a favorite drugstore mascara, because I always want to try some more. Let me know in the comment section also if you have tried any of these and what you think of them. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It helps other people find it, and we all need to find the best drugstore mascaras. Don't forget to subscribe also to not miss any future videos, and I will be putting on the screen the videos that I've done that I recommend you check out, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!